morning, Team Colorado Nation. Welcome to Game 1 of the Minnesota NIT Showcase. Team Colorado 16U set to face off against the Culver Academy Eagles here at the TCO Sports Garden. Quick start this morning on a previous game between the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Elite Red. We're about 5 minutes ahead of schedule. Good to play first thing in the morning. Coach Lockram, Coach Molly, and Coach Gray giving the last minute instructions here for Team Colorado before we drop the puck in this first game here in Minnesota. Both teams set, lots of energy this morning from both sides of the ice. Team Colorado is going to start this tilt. Number 8, Lena Kelly at center. Number 15, Lauren Deckers on the right wing. Number 24, Finley Sherman on the left side. Back on the blue line, we have number 2, Emily Visa, and number 18, Reagan Rieken. And between the pipes, to my right, Sophia, the showstopper Samora. Opening face-off, Kelly set for the draw. Culver will take possession right off the bat. They'll work it over to the near side, chips it up the boards. Now down into the TC and Rieken, back for Team Colorado. Sends her out back behind the net for Visa. Trapped up there by the pressure from Culver. Visa now sends it up to Deckers over on the far side. Stopped short there by the Culver winger. Now back behind the TC net once more. Rieken trying to shove that up the near side board. Intercepted there by Culver. Culver with possession here in the near far side corner. Now dug free by Lena Kelly. Sends it across to Rieken. Rieken quick pass up to Sherman. Sherman could not clear the zone. Culver keeps him alive. Now back into the far side, Visa trying to chip that past Culver winger. The forechecker almost gets a shooting lane in front of the TC net. Now back up to Sherman. Sherman's pass blocked there. Kelly able to chip it out to center. Culver forced to regroup back towards the red line. Bobbles the puck a bit. Wiedemeyer trying to take advantage of that. Gets it just inside the Culver zone, but quickly turned back out to the neutral zone. And into the TCN, stopped short. Good read there by Haley Walsh. Intercepts that. Leaves it for a Chopper's chase. Now to Wiedemeyer. In on the right side, Wiedemeyer with possession. Going back behind the nets. Quick pass out front, intercepted there by Culver. Walsh, good stick there here on the near side board. Battle for it just at the Culver blue line. TC will have to back it up. Chopper's chase. Dumps it into the Culver zone on the wrong side of the red line. Icing will be the call. .15-minute stop time periods here at the Minnesota NIT tournament. Face-off will be down in the TC zone to the left of Samora. Both teams set for the draw. Face-off push back behind the net. Riedlinger gets it up to Mainwaring. Cross-ice pass to Choi. Bella Choi now working way into the Culver zone. Short pass there to Lila Masiello. Masiello trying to get that over to Mainwaring. Couldn't quite find a handle on that. Culver now back to work out into the neutral zone. Masiello intercepts that just outside the TC blue line. She'll back it up to Riedlinger. Quick up to Mainwaring. Chips it into the Culver zone. Culver will take possession. Back out to center ice. Trapped up here against the near side board right here in front of us. Choi battling for that puck, gets some help from Masiello. Culver able to grab back possession. Picked up here by Selena Pugh, trying to force that back into the Culver zone. TC going for a quick change. Kelly out now for Team Colorado with some pressure just inside the Culver zone. Pass picked off by Decker. She'll turn and fire it back into the Culver end. Good interception there by Lena Kelly. Sharp angle shot and a glove save made by the Culver goaltender. she'll hold on for the whistle. 12:20 left to go here in the first period. We'll have a face-off deep inside the Eagles zone to the right of their puck stopper. Kelly with a draw, wins that over to the near side board. She'll pick it up. Quick stick lift there. Couldn't quite get that deeper into the Culver end. Backing up out towards the red line. Egan will dump that back down into the Culver zone. Culver trying to work that up the near side board. Stopped short there by forecheck of Team Colorado. Kelly digging for that puck with Sherman. Sherman ends up on the wrong side of that puck battle. Now over on the far side, Deckers trying to keep that deep inside the Culver zone. Good tie up there by Finley. Sherman out here at center gets the puck back into the Culver zone. Culver will send that around to the far side, met by Wiedenmeyer. Now up top, Egan sends that back down deep into the Culver zone. Walsh from back behind the net trying to turns and fires from the sharp angle on the right side, just wide. Culver now with possession in the near side corner. Now picked up by Wiedenmeyer. Wiedenmeyer with a quick shot from the angle and a save made by Culver once more. Team Colorado bringing some pressure here early in the first period with good zone time against the Eagles. Faceoff will be to the right of the Culver netminder. Walsh will take the draw for Team Colorado. Rieken and Visa back on the blue line for TC. Faceoff win for TC. Ended up in a stolen puck there by Culver, pushing into the TC zone. Chotvik's Chase has it tied up on the near side board. Haley Walsh muscles the Culver player off the puck. Sends it up the near far side board to Wiedenmeyer. Intercepted. Now Culver with possession back behind the Team Colorado net. Rieken keeping that trapped up in the corner. Now Visa picks up the short shot there from Culver, hit the side of the net. Up to Wiedenmeyer. Wiedenmeyer's going to dump that down into the Culver zone. Chotvik's Chase giving chase. Has it back behind the Culver net. She'll drop it once more. Nobody there for Team Colorado. Players were on the change. Now Masiello from the high slot tries to turn for a backhand. Couldn't quite get anything on that. Now Visa has to back that up out to center ice. Good short pass there to Mainwaring, trying to jump into the Culver zone. Couldn't quite keep possession on that. Now Mainwaring holds it at the blue line, trying to drive towards the net. Short pass there from Masiello. Masiello looking for a connection back behind the net for Brennick. Couldn't quite connect on that. Now trapped up on the side of the Culver net and held for the whistle with 10:02 left to go here in the first period. 0-0 scoreless tie so far in this early morning tilt here at the TCO Sports Garden. Game 1 of the Minnesota NIT tournament. Face-off will be to the left of the Culver netminder. Masiello tries to get that over to Mainwaring, taken there by Culver. They'll connect a pass on the near side board. Riedlinger stops that short at the blue line. Picked up by Brennick. Turns and fires towards the net. Blocked there by Culver. TC will have to back that up into their zone. Riedlinger takes a pass from Pugh. On the far side, Riedlinger trying to get that back out to center. Intercepted there by Culver. Shot from the point, blocked by traffic. Brennick trying to chip that back out to center ice. She'll get it out of the TC zone. Culver quickly trying to turn that back into TC territory. Riedlinger touches up, and we're going to have a penalty call here against Pugh, I believe. Interference on that exchange just inside the TC zone here at the blue line. Wrong door. 9:28 left here in the first period. Game's first power play goes to Culver. TC on the kill. 2 minutes penalty time on the clock. Face-off will be to the left of Samora, deep in the TC zone. Kelly trying to battle for that puck right off the face-off. Shot from the point, deflected just wide by traffic out front. Kelly, strong on her stick, couldn't quite get that clear out of the zone. Now Culver fronting from the right side. Backhand pass across, shot just goes wide. Samora had that read just perfectly. Now back up top for Culver. Pass down low. Deckers will find it. She'll get it out and down the length of the ice. No icing here. Lots of time killed off that penalty clock for Team Colorado. Culver from behind their own net. Defenseman will advance through center. Working her way into the TC zone here on the right side. Kept to the outside by Team Colorado. Now up top of the point. Over to the left side. Culver, lots of movement, working the puck here. Shot from the high slot. Easy glove save by Samora. And held for the whistle. 8:30 left to go here in the first period with 1:03 on the penalty clock for Pugh on the interference call. Team Colorado allowing several shots on the penalty on the power play for Culver so far, but keeping them on the outside. And sightlines for Samora to make the saves. Face off now to the left of Samora, won by Culver. Up top to the left side, Walsh watching closely on that exchange. Culver still in control, now over to the far side board. Put in on net, turned aside by Samora. Picked up by Culver back behind the TC net. Visa, good stick there. Clearing attempt, fan on there by Sherman. Now gets it out to center. Good clear there by Sherman on the second effort. Culver, quick regroup, and now back to work inside the TC zone from the left side. Shot deflected by Team Colorado defense, goes wide. Visa has it trapped up in the near side corner. Back up top to the right side point. Now across to the far side. Easy shot from the angle. Samora makes the save and holds on for the whistle. 16 ticks to the clock left to go in the penalty to Selena Pugh. Faceoff will be deep in the TC zone to the right side of Samora. Kelly with a faceoff for Team Colorado. Riedlinger and Huang out there on the points. And Deckers over on the wing. Kelly gets that back to Riedlinger on the draw, sends it across to Huang. Lena Huang now looking for Kelly. Couldn't quite connect that pass, broken up there by Culver, but they're forced to regroup back out at center. Pass across to the near side. Culver now back into the TC zone. Good stick there by Huang. Breaks up that advance. Team Colorado back to full strength. Culver still threatening just inside the TC zone. Backhand shovel pass towards the net, turned aside by Samora. Puck over on the near side board now, up top for the Culver point. Good read by Kelly. Punches that out to center now. Going to work one-on-one with the Culver defense. Gets it inside the Culver zone. Great read and effort there by Kelly to get that back out of the TC zone. Now Culver coming back into the TC and on the right side. Blocked there by TC traffic. No shot there from Culver. Wiedemeyer pressuring in the neutral zone. Culver regrouping back in their own end. Can't quite get into the TC zone. Now they'll chip it up the near side board. Visa peels back toward the sideboard, looking for the pass across to Choi. Intercepted there by Culver. Rieken now will pick it up, sends it back behind the net, up the near sideboard for Choi. Quick pass there to Walsh, now up to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer into the Culver zone. Quick low shot on net, turned aside by the Culver netminder. Got just a piece of that. Now back out to center, Visa. We're dumping down into the Culver zone. Fresh legs for TC coming out. Chotvik's chase. Looking for that forecheck. Culver back out to center ice. Trying to chip that into the TC end. Long now. Short pass to Chotvik's chase. Gets through one Culver defender. Has a shooting lane. Shot. Save made by the Culver goaltender. Chotvik's chase looking for that short side hole. Masiello now working that out to the center slot. Couldn't find a TC stick. Huang now moves that down to Mainwaring. Mainwaring pinned up against the boards here on the near side. Gets some help from Masiello. And now Huang couldn't quite keep that alive inside the Culver zone. Egan will pick it up 14. Colorado sends it across to Sherman. Sherman connects with Mainwaring. Mainwaring trying to get that back into the Culver zone. Culver will take possession. Looking for the long pass, picked off there by Mainwaring, left for Sherman. Sherman's going to dump that down into the Culver zone. 2 TC forwards going for the change. Sherman in all alone, grabs the puck from the Culver defender. Looking for the pass out to the middle, blocked there by Culver defense. The Eagles now looking for the breakout. They'll connect the pass over on the far side, just a bit out of reach. Riedlinger picks that up, gets pushed into the far side board. Good battle there by Riedlinger to keep possession. Now back behind the net. Kelly can quite keep control of that. Culver picks it up, trying to work their way back out towards the middle. Quick backhand pass towards the slot. Stopped there by the paddle of Samora's stick. Now Brennick didn't quite get there in time. Shot blocked there by Pugh out front. Doesn't quite make it to Samora. Take it heavy into the boards in the corner. Now picked up by Kelly back behind the TC net. Pass out front. Dangerous there. Fortunately, no Culver player aware of that one. Brennick chips that out to Sherman. Sherman goes for the change. Culver takes advantage of it back into the TC zone here on the near side. Working their way back behind the TC net. Stopped up short at the blue line now. Good pressure by Riedlinger. Breaks that advance up. Culver back into the TC zone on the far side. Rieken steps into the Culver player, says not today. Battle for it over on the far side board. Walsh now and Rieken, 2 heavy hitters for TC. From the sharp angle shot. I believe Samora got a piece of that. Good save there by Sophia Samora. Now back behind the TC net, Pugh shovels it over to Rieken, up to Chockett's chase. Has to back it up to Rieken for some help, and a penalty call here against Team Colorado. Rieken's going to get the gate on the foot action there, causing a trip. TC back on the penalty kill for the second time here in the first period. 3:16 left to go in the first frame. Still a 0-0 tie between Culver and Team Colorado here at the first game of the Minnesota NIT tournament at the TCO Sports Garden. Faceoff will be deep in the TC end to the left of Samora. Masiello with a faceoff for Team Colorado. Culver will take possession. Back up top of their blue line. Just outside. Good read there by the linesman. Catches the offside call. And we'll have a faceoff just outside the TC zone. Masiello with the draw for Team Colorado. Culver punches that back inside the TC zone. Wong now for Team Colorado. Reverses it back up the strong side in that far side corner. Culver will take possession back behind the TC net. Wong battling 2 Culver players for that puck. Culver now from the far side board. They'll back it up top for their defense. Across the far side. Now down deep in the corner. Culver, good puck movement here on their power play once more. Team Colorado, great penalty kill. Stature keeping that puck to the outside. Wong battling with Culver players once more over on the side board. Deckers there in support, now up top for Culver. Shot deflected there by Deckers. Culver player sent sprawling on the play. Good protection by Team Colorado. Masiello now able to chip that out down into the Culver zone. Just under a minute left to go in the penalty to Rieken. Now from the near side, Chocolate's chase picks up that loose puck for Team Colorado. She'll send it down the length of the ice. No icing here. Culver forced to regroup back inside their own zone. They'll connect a couple passes out at center, but quickly push right back into the Culver end. Good read there by Selena Pugh. Breaks up that advance by Culver. 20 seconds left to go in the tripping call to Rieken. Culver with some speed advancing through center into the TC zone. No shot available there. Culver has to back it up to the blue line. They'll work it across to the right side. Looking for the shooting goal. Fires a shot just wide left. That puck had eyes. Just wide. Now one-timer from the side. And Culver scores just as time expired on the penalty with 1:14 left to go in the first period. Cross-ice pass over to the low right side, and a one-timer beats Samora And Culver takes the game's early lead, 1-0 here in the first period. Walsh, Sangchong-Pupin, and Mainwaring out now for Team Colorado. Walsh with the draw, wins it back to Egan. Egan trying to punch that into the Culver zone. Mainwaring trying to get that deeper inside the Eagles' end. Eagles will turn that back around now into the TC zone here on the left side. Shot from afar and a glove save made by Samora and held for the whistle. Face off in the TC zone to the right of Samora. Walsh peels in for the face-off. Tied up off the dot, Culver takes possession. Pass out front, almost to the stick of the Culver player. Good read there by Huang to break up that play. Culver now regrouping back towards their own blue line. They'll get it back into the TCN here on the right side. Pass across, blocked there by Walsh. Good stick by Walsh to break up that pass attempt. Now up to Sangchong-Pupin. Loses the footing at the blue line, gets it to Mainwaring. Mainwaring chips that into the Culver zone. From the near side, Culver now with their breakout. Out to center. Punching into the TC zone. Good read there by Walsh once more. Breaks up that advance. Huang couldn't quite keep that on her stick to get that out to center. Now Egan leaves it for Walsh in the near side corner. Walsh is going to chip it out and down the length of the ice. It'll go in on net on the Culver goaltender. And that'll do it for the first period. Solid frame by both teams. Culver comes away on top with the late goal with just over a minute left to go in the first period. And they'll take a 1-0 lead into the second frame. We'll have an ice make between the first and second periods. Here at the NIT, they clean the ice every second period between all games. So today will be between the first and the second. We'll be back for second period action.
Yeah, it is too. It's your move.
TC Nation, we are back for the second period. Culver with a late, even strength goal with 1:14 left to go in the first period, just coming off a power play. Gets the game's first tally, taking the early lead here in the game. TC looking to bounce back here in the second with a fresh, clean sheet of ice. They'll start the second with Walsh at center, Wiedemeyer on the right wing, Chopin's Chase on the left side, Rieken and Visa back on the points, and Samora between the pipes. Here we go, second period. Culver threatening right off the bat. Shot between the legs of Visa, just goes wide left. Visa now banks a pass off a Culver player to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer into Culver end, takes a shot from afar, deflected by Culver defense, picked up by Chopin's Chase in the far side corner. Back behind the net, over to the near side for Wiedemeyer. Drops a pass up to Visa at the point. Visa fires a quick one, deflected there off a Culver's stick, goes wide right. Picked up by Walsh. Over on the far side, gets some help from Chopin's Chase. Near side corner. Culver wins that battle. Now they'll advance out to center. Picked off there by Visa. Good read by Emily Visa. She's back to work inside the Culver zone. Pass across looking for Walsh. Tied up on the play. Couldn't quite find the stick. Now Visa gets it back to Rieken. Back in the corner to Visa. Trying to send one out to center. Blocked there by Culver. Visa still with possession here on the near side. Finds a pass out front. It's on the stick of Kelly. Couldn't quite settle that first shot. Culver will get that back down deep into the TC end. Comes right around in the near side. Deckers leaves it for Rieken. Now to Kelly. Kelly stops short just outside the Culver zone. Culver player advances it into the TC end. Centering pass. No joy there. Couldn't quite find the Culver stick. Good play. Strong defense in front of our own net. Culver forced to back it up inside their own zone. Connecting the pass up on the right side. Rieken steps into the Culver player just in front of their bench. Back behind the TC net. Visa leaves it for Kelly. Trying to connect with Sherman on the left side. Stops short, but Kelly picks it back up. Finds Deckers. Deckers couldn't quite keep a handle on that. Now Culver back to work inside the TC zone from the left side. Shot blocked there by Reagan Rieken. Now a follow-up. Good save there by Samora. Masiello picks it up 14. Colorado out of the far side corner. Almost loses it in her feet. Maintains possession. Good move past two Culver players. Down a third. 2-on-1 here. 14 Colorado. Masiello with a shot. Right into the breadbasket of the Culver goaltender. And held for the whistle. 12:32 left to go in the second period. Team Colorado penned up a bit inside their own zone, but finally getting back into the Culver end for a chance here early in the second period. Face off to the left of the Culver goaltender. Brennick and Mainwaring on the wings. Masiello with a draw. Moves that in the corner for Mainwaring. Chips a pass out front. Couldn't quite connect with a TC stick. Riedlinger trying to keep that alive inside the Culver zone. Masiello, good work there. Gets it over to Mainwaring. One sent in on net. Culver goaltender has to handle it and hold it for the whistle. We'll get a face-off deep inside the Eagles zone once more to the left of their puck stopper. Chopin's Chase, Walsh, and Wiedemeyer. Back out 14 Colorado, Riedlinger and Pugh on the points. Culver takes that face-off win into the TC zone on the right side. Riedlinger forcing that play to the outside. Centering pass picked up there by Pugh. Chopin's Chase now out of the far side corner. Culver will pick up that loose puck. Set back up top to their point. Shot blocked there by Wiedemeyer. Culver still maintains possession. Another shot attempt hits traffic out front. Doesn't get through. Chopin's Chase now from the far side. Gets it forced out to center. Culver will dump that back down into the TC zone. Pugh now, 14 Colorado. Drops it back for Riedlinger. Quick pass looking for Chopin's Chase. Out of the blue line. Able to get it just outside the TC zone. Now battle for it in front of the Culver bench. Chopin's Chase and Riedlinger. Trying to pick up that loose puck. Culver chips that back into the TC zone. Pugh Forces the Culver player off the puck. Riedlinger's pass almost intercepted there in the far side corner. Now Culver, all kinds of missed passes here. Loose pucks sent in on net. And Samora finds it and makes the save and holds for the whistle. Face off to the left of Samora in the TC zone. Kelly with the draw for Team Colorado. Gets that back in the corner to Huang. Looking for Sherman, had to back it up into the corner once more. Riedlinger trying to get that outside zone. I'm sorry, that was Egan from the near side corner. St. John Cooper able to get it to Kelly, broke it up there just outside the TC zone. Now St. John Cooper able to get it, chip back out to center once more, forcing Culver to regroup back towards their own blue line. Chip back into the TC zone. Egan will scoop it up for Team Colorado. Over on the far side gets Sherman, quick turnaround pass looking for Kelly. Couldn't beat the stick of the Culver winger. Now Culver trying to force her way back towards the TC net. Egan breaks up that advance. Back behind the TC net once more. Egan forced off the puck. Back behind the TC net. Puck chipped up high into the far side corner. Now taken by Huang. Huang's got some room. Works her way through center. Into the Culver zone on the left side. Didn't quite get one off on net. Culver will take possession back behind their own net. Trying to connect the pass here on the near side. Rieken breaks up that opportunity. It floats down into the TC zone. Culver looking for possession. Looking at the pass up top. Shot from afar. Turned aside by Samora. Now over on the near side, far side board. Deckers floats one over to Masiello. Masiello finding room inside the Culver zone. Down back behind the net. Culver will take possession. Back to work towards the TC zone. Loses a footing at the blue line. Easy pickup there for Rieken. Sends it over to Visa. Visa goes back to Rieken. Rieken with a short pass. Finds Masiello. Deckers trying to chip that out to center. Culver able to maintain the zone. Visa's got to pick that up over in the far side corner. Now Culver working the puck up top. Shot blocked there by Deckers. Good read by Deckers. Now Masiello. Culver chips that back into the Minnesota zone and offside the call. Faceoff will be outside the Team Colorado zone. Fresh legs for TC with Walsh, Wiedenmeyer, and Shotvick's Chase up front. Pugh and Riedlinger on the back end. Walsh ties up the draw, gets it over to Shotvick's Chase. Couldn't quite keep a stick on that. Culver now back into the TC zone. Pugh grabs the puck for Team Colorado, sends it around to the near side board. Wiedenmeyer able to chip it past the Culver player. Culver will regroup back inside their own zone. Wiedenmeyer, good pressure, trying to break up that possession. Culver connecting the Booth, passes through center into the TC zone here on the left side. Working out of the corner, back behind the Team Colorado net. Loses the footing. Walsh scoops up the loose puck, but kept in by Culver. Pugh back behind the TC net. Tied up, gets some help from Walsh. Two Culver players battling for the puck as well. Walsh trying to dig that puck free. Good tie up there by Pugh. Pugh trying to send that up the board. Couldn't quite get a stick on that. Culver now turns it back around towards the TC net. Centering pass broken up there by Riedlinger. Culver grabs possession back once more. From the near side board back up top to the point. Shooting lane, hits traffic out front. I think Riedlinger got the block on that. Chopfitz Chase grabs that loose puck. Pushes it up to Wiedenmeyer. Both TC4 is going for the change. Culver's going to take advantage of this. Out to center. Bad pass there by Culver. Easily picked off. Ingwering almost had a gift on her stick. Sherman tries to shovel a backhand towards the Culver net. Save made. Turned aside. Brennick battling for it over on the far side board. Out to center. Egan almost lost possession of that. Offside, delayed offside call here against Culver. TC will get that cleared out to center. Mainwaring looking for Sherman, just a step behind on that one. Culver trying to clear, kept in by Pugh. Or I'm sorry, that's Huang. Sherman from the left side, shot fired wide on the turnaround. Culver with possession, gets it out to center. Now Mainwaring shovels one up to Sherman. Couldn't quite hold on to that one. Culver pushing that back behind their own net. Brennick looking for that battle as well. Now Culver with speed through center, back into the TC zone. Egan forces that play outside, and player off the puck. Good play there by Meredith Egan. Culver still with possession, looking for the pass up top. Egan breaks up that pass attempt there for Culver. They'll take it back behind the net. Brennick now pressuring the play here on the near side board. Culver goes across to the right side point. Shot deflected up high, doesn't make it to Samora. Now Deckers, 14 Colorado, trying to clear the puck, kept in by Culver. Shot from the point, just wide. Samora might have gotten a piece of that. Culver now coming out of the near side corner, forcing towards the net. Good play there by Huang. No passes out to the slot. TC with good protection in front of their own net. Now pass out to center, just ahead of Deckers, but Brennick's going to pick up this loose puck. Brennick shot from afar. Save made by the Culver goaltender, deflected up into the netting. And we'll have a stoppage in play with 5:21 left to go here in the second period. Good long non-stop action here as we wind down the second period. Culver still on top by a score of 1-0 over Team Colorado here at Game 1 of the NIT Showcase. Face-off win by Team Colorado back to Rican. Masiello with another good solid face-off win. Choi shovels that back behind the net. St. John Grouping looking for forecheck pressure. Visa lends a hand on that. Backhand pass, couldn't quite make it out to the slot. Culver picks up possession. Going back through center, over to the right side. Culver enters the TC zone. Rican, good stick there. Pushes that off the Culver players. Stick. Visa now working with Masiello, trying to advance that puck out to center. Now back into the Culver zone here on the right side. Masiello giving chase. Turn around back up the strong side. Culver with some room, trying to connect the pass cross ice. Rican will scoop up that loose puck inside the TC zone. Looking for St. John Pupin. Culver player breaks up that advance. Masiello, though, has a different idea, but Culver quickly steals back possession. They'll get into the TC zone with a couple cross-ice passes. Now Visa has it tied up in the near side corner. Masiello picks up the loose puck. Pressured by Culver. Tied up in the corner once more. Culver will come away with it back behind the TC net. Quick pass out front. No stick available for Culver. Back up to their point. Blocked there by Visa. Culver with possession once more. Cross-ice pass off the mark. TC still unable to clear the zone. Rican will take it across to Visa. Visa looking for Choi. Good stick lifted by Choi. Able to get it back into the Culver zone. Just at the blue line, comes out. Masiello has that pinned up against the delayed offside call. TC's going to get caught in the change here. 3-on-2. Missed pass opportunity now almost for Wiedemeyer. And a delayed offside once more. And Walsh unable to get the read off the noise. Offside will come all the way down into the TCN with Walsh touching up below the goal line. 3:18 left to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the right of Samora, back inside the TC zone. Walsh will take the draw for Team Colorado. Tied up off the dock. Culver picks up that loose puck. Sent towards the net, deflected wide. Riedlinger watching closely. Culver back up top now from the right side. Sent in on net, just wide. Culver once more. Here on the near side. Out of the corner. Up top to the left side. They'll send it over to the far side from the point. Shot way high. Blocked by traffic. Reelinger trying to get that puck out to center. Culver maintains the zone. Walsh now. We'll set it back up the strong side for Chotvik's chase. Lyon will pick it up once more, looking for Wiedemeyer. A little too hot on the stick. Didn't quite keep possession. Now Culver will send it back into the TC zone over to the far side corner from behind the net. Walsh breaks up that play. Gets some help from Wiedemeyer. Back down into the Culver zone. Chotvik's chase on the move for the forecheck. Culver player able to dance free from that pressure. Hugh sends it back into the Culver zone. TC going for line change. Lena Kelly back behind the Culver net, trying to break up Culver's possession. Culver now out of the far side corner. Moving it up the boards. They'll have to take it back behind their own. Reverse back up the far side board. Now connecting to pass out of center. 2-on-1 developing for Culver. Pass sent across. Good back check there by Selena Pugh. No pass available there. Culver comes away with possession out of the far side corner. They'll send it across. Up top, shot from the point, blocked. Deflected up high. Now Pugh taken hard into the boards by the Culver player, looking for that loose puck. And we're going to have a penalty here that will put Team Colorado on their first power play opportunity of the game with 1:25 left to go in the second period. Boarding will be the call, and a misconduct will be assessed on this. We'll wait to see what kind of time is given on this one. It looked like it was a signal for boarding with a misconduct. This will be an excellent opportunity for Team Colorado to try to tie this game up before the end of the second period and march into the third with a whole new hockey game. Two-minute minor penalty with a 10-minute misconduct assessed to Culver on the boarding call with 1:25 left to go in the second period. It's power play time for Team Colorado. Haley Walsh will take the draw for TC. Wins it back to Pugh. Up top to Visa. Visa looking for the lane. Takes her time. Back over to Pugh on the left side. Pugh looking for the shot. Blocked there. Deflected down to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer comes out from the sharp angle, shoots just wide. Culver will gain possession, and they'll send it down the length of the ice. Culver with pressure on the penalty kill, as Samora had to play the puck. Now Visa, for Team Colorado, stops it in the neutral zone. Taking some time to set up. Visa looking for Walsh, deflected in on net off the foot of a Culver player. Culver sends it up the far side board. Pugh stops it there. Now Wiedemeyer comes around. Another delayed penalty call against Culver. Wiedemeyer was dumped over on the side board, and we're going to have some 5-on-3 action here with 29.7 seconds left to go in the second period. Culver will get the gate for roughing, adding another player to the sin bin. And we'll close out the second period 5-on-3 for Team Colorado. Huge opportunity to tie this game. Face-off deep inside the Culver zone to the right of their puck stopper. Back up top for Visa on the face-off lane. Visa fires a shot. Culver goaltender finds it and holds on for the whistle. Good low, hard shot by Visa, looking for a deflection or a good solid rebound. Teams will reset for another face-off to the left of their Culver's puck stopper this time. Right off the dot, back to Pugh. Pugh's got a good cannon. It's back over to Pugh from Visa. Pugh from the side, shot. Save made by the Culver goaltender. Now tied up in the corner. Wiedemeyer dumped once more in the corner. Now back up top for Visa. Across to Pugh. Pugh from the angle, shoots just wide. Visa will pick it up over here on the near side. 1 second left, shot from afar. Looking for the deflection from Wiedemeyer. And a little extracurricular activities. But the second period closes out with Culver still a 1-0 lead, facing the power play threat from Team Colorado with a 2-woman advantage on the 2 late calls against Culver Eagles. Ladies in blue all set for the third period, looking for a spark. No better opportunity than a 2-player advantage on the power play. 35 seconds left to go in the first penalty to Culver, a boarding call, and 1:31 left to go in the second penalty, a roughing call to Culver. Coach Locks will maintain the power play line of Walsh, Wiedemeyer, and Chotvik's Chase. Visa and Pugh back on the points. Here we go for the third period. TC will take possession of the faceoff. Chotvik's Chase leaves it for Visa. Visa across to Wiedemeyer into the Culver zone from the left side. Back up top for Visa. Visa looking across for Wiedemeyer. Pass blocked there by Culver. 20 seconds left to go in the first penalty for Culver. Walsh ties that up. Now Visa stops it out at the blue line. Goes in for the shot. Hits traffic out front. Loose puck just to the side. Culver stays out of trouble. Pugh now. Another shot blocked by Culver traffic. Back to Visa. Visa looking across for Wiedemeyer. Deflected by a Culver stick. TC forced to regroup. Back out at center. 1 player back for Culver. We're now 5-on-4 for 40 seconds. Wiedemeyer into the Culver zone. Couldn't quite get a shot off from the slot. Now Pugh tries to fire one, blocked by traffic once more. Culver pressuring on their own penalty kill. They'll trap it up back behind the TC net. Chotvik's Chase trying to free that puck, get some help from Visa. 15 seconds left to go on the power play for Team Colorado. Masiello. For Team Colorado gets it over to Huang. Into the Culver zone on the right side. Culver back to full strength, successfully killing off the 2 penalties they picked up in the second period, and icing will be the call. Team Colorado unable to solve the slot blockade put up by Culver. we're back to full strength. TC will have to figure it out 5-on-5 in order to tie this game here in the third period. Face off to the right of the Culver puck stopper. Tied up off the dot. Masiello picks up the loose one off the spin move. Culver will take it back. Mainwaring pressuring. Grabs it out of the corner, sends it back to Masiello. Masiello out of the corner, looking to march towards the net. Broken up there by Culver. They're back out to center into the TC zone. From the left side, shot saved by Samora. Back out of the point. Culver trying to maintain his zone. Choi couldn't quite poke that free out to center. Now Culver back into the TC zone. Picked up by Egan, back behind Samora. Pass up to Mainwaring, hops over her stick, but out to center ice. Culver will regroup back inside their own zone. Pushed into the TCN now here on the near side. Kelly scoops up that loose puck back behind the TC net. Egan able to chip that out to center. TC going forward, the line change. Kelly, the lone forechecker for Team Colorado on the change. Culver player fans on the pass. Kelly almost able to grab possession. Puck kept in at the Culver blue line. Now Sherman intercepts a pass, puts one in on net, turned aside by the Culver goaltender. Now Kelly with it back behind the Culver net. Getting some help from Sherman. Now across to Deckers. Deckers trying to punch her way towards the center. Quite find a way through. Now Culver with possession, they'll take it back behind their own net. Culver player with speed through center. In the TC zone, looking for a play in the slot. Now from the right side, quick shot save made by Samora. Walsh trying to connect with Sherman. Sherman will pick up that loose puck here in the near side corner. Trying to feed a pass up to Walsh. Walsh able to chip it out to center. Has some room here on the left side. Walsh all alone in the Culver end. Shot deflected up high into the netting. And we'll have a stoppage in play with 11:15 left to go here in the third period. Culver still on top by a score of 1-0 here in the third frame. Walsh, Chopin's chase up front along with Wiedemeyer, Riedlinger, and Pugh on the points. Tied up off the dot. Chopin's chase digging for that loose puck. Wiedemeyer couldn't quite get a stick on it. Culver now back out through center into the TC zone from the left side shot. And a save made by Samora. Kind of caught her off guard, but standing tall, making the save. We'll have to face off inside the TC zone to the right of Samora. Walsh will take the draw for Team Colorado. Ties it up on the dot once more. This time Culver picks up the loose puck back behind the TC net. Pugh working with Riedlinger. Now in the near side corner. Chopin's chase finds that loose puck. Pushing out to center. Gets it into the Culver zone from the left side. Fires a quick shot. Deflected wide left. Wiedemeyer trying to keep that alive inside the Culver zone. Culver will send the puck down into the TC zone. Icing is the call. Feet back into the Culver zone to the left of their puck stopper. Masiello, Brennick, Mainwaring, Huang, and Egan for Team Colorado. Egan keeps it alive inside the Culver zone, looking for Mainwaring. Now Brennick takes a short little pass, looking for a shot, in on net. A tricky little shot. Culver goaltender standing strong, makes the save, and holds on for the whistle. Face-off will be to the right of the Eagles goaltender. Masiello set for the face-off once more. Trying to get that over to Brennick. Brennick comes up with it. Quick little shot once more. Save made by the Culver goaltender. Masiello back up top for Huang. No shooting lane for Huang. Gets it down to Brennick. Brennick fires a quick one in on net. Another save made by the Culver goaltender. was absolutely stonewalled. Team Colorado on every chance. Another face-off to the right of the Culver puck stopper. 10:05 left to go here in the third period. Culver still on top, 1-0 over Team Colorado. Kelly with a draw for TC. Sangchung Pupin and Sherman up front with Huang and Egan on the back end. Tied up. Culver trying to clear, kept in by Egan. Huang tries to fire a quick one, deflected by Culver's stick. Now Culver back up to work at center. Egan stops that short out the TC blue line. Culver regrouping inside their own zone. Back into the TC and missed pass there by Culver, picked up by Huang. Lena Huang gets some help from Kelly. Culver still with a quick pass out front. Couldn't find a handle for a shot. Back up top now for Culver from the left side. Shot in on net. Save made by Samora. Lots of traffic out front. Good vision by Samora to pick up that shot. Kelly now back into the Culver zone from the left side. Fires a quick run across. Save made by the goaltender of Culver once more. Now Kelly digging for it in the far side corner. Looking for a centering pass picked off there by Culver. They'll gain the red line, dump it down into the TC zone. All but one player for Culver going for the change. Chopped and Chase able to chip it out to center. Culver will regroup once more back inside their own zone. Picked off there by Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer, shot fired just wide. Walsh looking for the loose puck in the corner, gets some help from Wiedemeyer. Culver connects a couple passes now to center. Culver players got a step in from the left side. Shot, score! Culver with a quick out on the transition. Finds the open player on the left side, beats the TC defense, and puts one past Samora for their second tally of the game. 2-0 now for Culver over the Team Colorado Ladies in Blue. 8:33 left to go here in the third period. Masiello with a face-off. Choi and Decker's on the wings. Pugh and Riedlinger back on the blue line. Culver with the face-off win. Picked off there by Deckers. Now Choi into the Culver zone from the left side. Broken up there by the Culver defense. Masiello steps in on that near side puck battle to Culver with it back behind their own net. Masiello trying to steal. Culver will connect the pass out the center now from the left side once more. Player streaking from the right side. Shot, scores. Nifty move on an innocent-looking play. Culver had a speedy winger on the right side, streaking in behind TC's defense. And a cross-ice pass results in another Culver tally, giving them a 3-0 lead now over Team Colorado at about the midway point of the third period. Kelly, Brennick, and Mainwaring now up front for Team Colorado. Egan and Huang back on the point. Egan's pass across to Huang on the faceoff 1-14. Colorado floats in on net, and the Culver goaltender will hold on for the whistle. Faceoff will be to the right of the Eagles puck stopper. Kelly with a draw once more. Tied up off the dot, now shoveled back to Huang. Across to Egan. Egan fires one, easy save for the Culver goaltender, and another whistle. And face-off deep inside the Culver end. Another face-off win by Kelly. Brennick, short pass to Mainwaring in the corner. Mainwaring has it tied up. Gets some help from Kelly back up top for Egan. Egan fires one towards the net, deflected out front. Good sticks there by Team Colorado. Kelly dumped on the play in the corner. Culver takes possession. Now up top, Egan keeps that alive inside the Culver zone once more. Mainwaring trying to feed that puck over the far side board. Now short pass from Brennick to Mainwaring. Working out to Walsh. Short little shot fired, blocked by traffic out front. Now Huang. Back to Brennick. Brennick turns and tries to fire one towards Culver net. Now picked up by Mainwaring. Short backhand, turned aside there by Culver. Walsh back on top for Egan. Down low. Pass misses the mark for Walsh. Long traps it up in the near side corner for TC. Walsh with it back. The bouncing puck out front, almost on the stick of Wiedemeyer, and the Culver goaltender forced to scoop that up and hold on for the whistle. TC trying to bring some pressure here in the third period and find the scoreboard before time runs out. Walsh, Chopic's chase, and Wiedemeyer now for Team Colorado. Back up top of Rieken. Rieken shot deflected by traffic off to the right side. Walsh now working with Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer, short little pass to Chopic's chase out front. Quick shot, sent just wide. Culver now in the corner. Wiedemeyer dumped on the play. Another penalty clear coming from Culver. And Chopic's chase comes in, steps into the Culver player. Tripping will be the call as Wiedemeyer was dumped back behind the Culver net. And this will be another power play opportunity for Team Colorado. Looking to find their first still here in this game. 6:10 left to go in the third period. Face-off will be to the right of the Culver netminder. Walsh with the face-off. Sent over to the right side, trapped up there by two players, and hops into the Culver bench. And we'll have another face-off inside the Culver zone. Oh, I'm sorry, they're going to back that up outside the Culver zone in front of their bench. Walsh with the face-off. Wins that back to Pugh. Good puck protection there by Pugh. Into the Culver zone, trying to force one towards the net. Broken up there by Culver. They'll send it around to the near side board. Culver gets that shipped out to center ice. Now, nifty move there by the Culver forward. Shot from the right side, sharp angle. Samora makes the save. And now Pugh scoops up the loose puck out of the near side corner. Over to Visa. With some room, Visa's going to step across the red line, dump it down into the Culver zone. Wiedemeyer couldn't quite scoop up that loose puck. Now Culver on the PK back into the TC zone. They'll settle for a dumping down into the Team Colorado end. 1 minute left to go in the power play for Team Colorado. Cross ice pass to Chopic's chase. Working into the Culver zone. Stop short on the far side board, and Culver will pick it up and send it the length of the ice once more. Team Colorado struggling to maintain any kind of zone time here against Culver on this power play opportunity. Long. Back to work into the Culver zone from the left side. Cross-ice pass for Egan off the bench. Shot out front, deflected. Save made by the Culver goaltender. Cleared out to center. Masiello across to Egan. Egan with Kelly. Back into the Culver zone. Kelly working out of the corner. Leaves it for Masiello. Masiello down low to Kelly. Hops over Kelly's stick. Now Mainwaring back behind the Culver net. Leaves it for Kelly. Kelly drops it for Wong. Good shot. Stopped by traffic out front. Culver back to full strength. Shot from the point. Blocked by traffic out front once more. Cleared out to center. Kelly will send it back into the Culver zone. Mainwaring will pick it up in the near side corner. Traps it up. 2 Culver players digging for that puck. They'll chip it out to center. Picked up by Egan. Meredith Egan now. 3:38 left to go in the third period. TC down by a score of 3-0. Brennick unable to gain the Culver zone. Back into the TCN, Wiedemeyer. I'm sorry, that's Rieken. Picks it up. Didn't quite connect the pass. Culver able to maintain the blue line. Brennick trying to get that cleared out to center ice. Brennick's stick knocked out of her hand and pushed down from behind. Another delayed penalty call here against Culver. Rieken trying to move that up the near side board. Culver touches up. And a cross-checking call will put Culver back into the sin bin. And another power play opportunity for Team Colorado. With 3:03 left to go here in the third period. TC's going to use a timeout here, looking for some strategy to solve that goose egg that's on the board. Set, ready to go. Another power play opportunity for Team Colorado. 2 minutes on the penalty clock, 3:03 left to go here in the third period. Culver with a 3-0 lead over Team Colorado. Walsh, Wiedemeyer, shot to chase up front with Pugh and Visa back on the point. Face-off win comes back to Visa, across to Pugh. Pugh from the left side sends it down for Wiedemeyer. Back to Pugh. Looking for the shooting lane. Finds Wiedemeyer, deflected just wide. Walsh back up top for Visa. Across to Chotvik's chase. Now back to Visa up top. Pugh from the left side. Pass off the mark. Chotvik's chase picks it up for Team Colorado. Gets some help from Walsh. Pugh pressured by Culver. On the PK, Wiedemeyer from the side, looking for the pass out front, deflected by traffic. Now Pugh for Team Colorado. Tries to shovel a pass out to the slot, off the mark. And TC forced to regroup back out at center. Just over a minute left to go in the power play for Team Colorado. Chotvik's chase takes a pass from Visa into the Culver zone. Back up top for Visa, back to Chotvik's chase. On the sideboard, now working it back to Visa up top, across to Pugh. Pugh looking for the lane, shot deflected by traffic out front. Pugh once more pushes that down for Wiedemeyer back behind the net. Wiedemeyer trying to punch that out front, gets pressured by Culver player. Now Pugh steps in to help, looking for pass out front. Chotvik's chase also trying to keep that alive inside the Culver zone. Culver's going to push out to center. Broken up there by Visa. Now picked up by Chotvik's chase. Cross-ice pass easily picked off by Culver. Back into the TC zone here on the right side. Pass blocked by the stick of Pugh. Now Wiedemeyer up for Mainwaring. Mainwaring working into the Culver zone. Fires a shot off the foot of the Culver defender. Mainwaring working it over in the corner. Gives it to Kelly. Culver back to full strength. Cross-ice pass, almost picked off. Now Masiello looking for the shot, deflected just wide. Kelly with it back behind the Culver net. Works it to Long. Now back to Kelly. Masiello for Team Colorado. Leaves it for Mainwaring. Back to Kelly. Kelly running into some Culver pressure. Now Culver through center back in the TC zone. Cross-ice pass. Culver with a quick shot. Save made by Samora. Now chipped out to center. Kelly trying to gain possession back. Culver pushes it back into the TC zone. 20 seconds left to go here in the third. Egan tripped up in the near side corner. Culver looking for the pass out front. No shot. Culver will back it up to their blue line. Mainwaring trying to tie that up over on the far side board. Wong looking for a pass to Masiello. That'll do it. Culver shuts out Team Colorado 3-0 here in the first game of the Minnesota NIT Showcase. Not without opportunity, just could not solve the Culver goaltender. Holding strong for the 3-0 victory over Team Colorado. Join us this afternoon, a bit of a schedule change. The Maine Nordiques are no longer active in the tournament. I believe we'll be playing the Minnesota Red Elite at 2:10 Central Time back here at the TCO Sports Garden. We'll be broadcasting live once more. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.